There we go. How's it going, gang? How are you all doing this morning? Okay. I see. That's right. You're just a player. I was like, who's this guy? I'm like, oh yeah, other people exist in this game. Those robes are kind of nice. Thank you. The occupation has ended then, and the people must be informed of our victory. But I'll not simply give out Gosetsu for lost. Before aught else, we must needs search the ruins. He was shot and crushed. Allow me, my friends. The castle is still collapsing into the river, and could easily drag you to your deaths. I could navigate the waters easily without fear of drowning. Be reasonable, brother. You know he's right. Except me and Alice and Lise can totally go. We can't drown. Not that I want to, because I'm like, Gosetsu's probably totally dead. Again, I can't suspend my disbelief on this. It kind of ruined that. It was supposed to be an emotional scene, but the fact that he had, like, an entire monologue after he was shot and being crushed by a collapsing building made me feel like I can't. He would just die. Like, I don't know. My lord withdraws into himself, unable to turn his thoughts from the keep. He needs us now more than ever. My friends, I'm returned. I swam as far into the ruins as I could. Did you find him? Nay, lady, not remained of the keep for me to search. Undermined from below and shaken from above, the manner of its collapse was most unusual. If the floor beneath him gave way before the rest, it's not impossible that he could have been sent tumbling into the river. But the water is thick with silt and debris. Despite my best efforts, I could not find him. Okay, so he's not dead. This is telling me he's not dead. Like, I have nothing against Gosetsu. I'm like, in normal circumstances, I'd be okay if he was alive. But, like, he should not have been able to survive that for as long as he did. And the fact that they're saying we don't have a body means he's gonna show up later, actually alive. Surprise. It's not for which you should apologize. Thank you, Soraban, for taking it onto yourself for the search. Castles in ruins, and the people are eager to learn the fate of their nation. We leave at once. Are you sure, my lord? The day is won, the morrow beckons. Falls to us to greet it. I'm going down to the docks to see if I can't get one of the Confederate ships to take us to the Enclave. Maybe we should tell the others at the House of the Fierce to gather there? Magnai and Sadu know not of what happened in the castle. I'll go and tell them. They fought valiantly and with honor, Cyrena. I pray you tell them that as well. You too, my friend, were instrumental in this triumph. I must insist that you be present when we bring these tidings to my people. I'm fine. Y'all look like shite. The captain thought you might need a ride at the Enclave. Ready to come aboard? One moment. There we go. It happened in there, but it's over. You won. This cost was enough for celebration, and those people that you're about to see need something to celebrate.
We brought everyone here. You were the last to arrive.
I see. Thank you. We owe the Confederacy a great debt.
I have waited 25 years for this moment. You owe us naught.
Look! It's Lord Hien!
Lord Hien!
It's him!
He lives! He lives!
Some few words of encouragement would not go amiss, my lord.
Right. Yes, of course.
If you won't say something, I will.
Hearing you say that, I find my courage somehow renewed. Much obliged.
Everyone turns around, still kneeling.
We are a sorry lot, are we not? Tired, dirty, stinking of blood and sweat and ash. A people pushed to the point of breaking. And yet, we won. The perseverance to endure decades of oppression. The will to carry on the legacy of those we have lost. These were the bonds that held us together and gave us the strength to reclaim our home. After 25 hard years, The shadow of the Empire no longer darkens these lands, and we may at last look forward to the dawning of a new day. But, my friends, it will be a day of work. So I ask you, have you yet the strength to stand? To rise up with me once more, here and now, and begin to rebuild our homeland?
Everyone is immediately saying,
Doma! Doma!
This will not end with Doma. We will see to that, right, Lise?
Right.
Indeed, this is but the beginning. The tide is turning, and it shall soon bear us back across the seas and onward and to the next battlefield.
Oh, I can just... Oh, I have to... It says speak with Alphino, but... Quite certain you would not prefer to stay a while longer. There are sure to be festivities at which you be the guest of honor, like as not. Very well. There are other ways which we might celebrate by rejoining the fight for freedom in Girabanya once more. For one. Short though our time here has been, we have all come to regard this land and her people as our own, I think. We have done that which we came here to do. Word of Doma's liberation will soon spread throughout the Empire, and we must seize the opportunity to rekindle the fires of liberation in the West. We dare not allow the Imperials a moment respite, lest they march on Doma again. For the sake of all concerned, we should leave immediately. Did I hear you right? You're leaving? I'm afraid so. We've got our own battle to fight. What about you? Will you be heading back to the steppe? Yes. The war here is ended, and with no cause, there's no cause to remain. Oronir and Dothal have already withdrawn. I will follow them anon, but I wish to bid you farewell first. The Blue too must return to their homes. We will be back. Doma has need of merchants and builders, and we are eager to offer our services. And just like that, our grand fellowship is broken. Without ceremony or pomp, you steal off to the dark. No matter. You have plenty to be getting on with. Places to be, people to rob, and so on. And the captain never was one for mingling. I'm a pirate. Give me a song of the tavern and I'll be happy. Hobnobbing with Lord Hien? Nay. No taste for the finer things. In any event, we need not part ways here. If you offer Kugane, then we would be happy to take you. Her waters have always been fruitful. I wish you well on your journey, my friends. May you ever walk in crimson. Thank you, Cyrna, for everything. May the Kami speed you on your way until we meet again. Naught remains undone. You're ready to depart? We are ready. To Kugane, then. Have everything? Good. We'll need to weigh anchor before Sekisugumi arrive. From the bottom of my heart, thank you for what you did. Give my regards to the Yule Dawn. I've informed Tataru of our coming. She and Hancock should be waiting for us at the Ruby Bazaar. Let's here we part ways. Best of luck to you and yours, in piratical endeavors, I suppose. There we go. Welcome back, everyone, and congratulations on a job well done. It's a pleasure as ever to see your smiling face, Tataru. Less so yours, Hancock, though Rasho and I are sincerely grateful for your assistance. The pleasure was all mine, Master Alfino, I assure you. Anyway, you'll be glad to hear that I've already chartered passage for you back to Limsa Laminza. The ship is set to leave port this very day, but the captain has agreed to wait until the four of you have boarded. 4 of us? You mean to stay here in Kugane? Yes, I gave it some thought, and I realized that even with Doma free, there's still need for a woman in the middle. Maybe even more than before, considering all the friends and alliances you've made. As I told her many times before, I'll be more than willing to assist you. As I told you many times before, I'm not about to let you worm your way into our affairs and exploit our connections for your personal gain. Must you always presume the worst? So there you have it. I'll remain here for now. You needn't worry. I'm a regular at the hostelry and half a dozen other local institutions. Everyone loves me. I didn't read what she just said. When you're finished, please make haste to the docks. Pier number 2, to be precise. I'll be waiting for you there. First to arrive as always. Hopefully the others will not be far behind.
Ah, there you are. All packed and ready to go?
To the best of my knowledge, yes. Apologies for the wait. The task of tying up loose ends invariably takes longer than one allows. Happily, however, all now seems to be in order.
Then there's nothing left to do but to board the ship. Do try and enjoy the journey, won't you? It may be your last chance to rest for a while.
That would depend on the good captain's choice of route.
Hey, Maddie.
As ever, Tataru, I pray you take all due precautions while making your inquiries. Better to avoid the local authorities altogether than risk a repeat of our Ishgardian episode.
And what sordid episode is this, pray tell?
Naught to speak of, I assure you.
There's no speech bubble.
You there! Hold that ship!
Oh yeah, we never actually
What are you
said
two
goodbye
doing
to them.
here? Shouldn't you be in Doma?
Shouldn't you? You left with nary a word. I half wondered if I had done something to offend.
Yeah, I don't know why we didn't
Upon
leave without
learning
saying
that you had
goodbye.
departed for Kugane, we immediately resolved to give chase. Our comrades can manage affairs in our absence, and it seemed the least we could do.
I would love to know what
You mean you
actually
came
happened
all
with
this way
Alphinaud and
just to say
Tataru.
goodbye?
They got accused of being heretics and arrested, and I had to fight in gladiatorial combat to prove their innocence.
That too, aye. But there was something else I felt I had to say. You helped us win our freedom, and for that I cannot thank you enough. Accordingly, after we have established an interim government and so forth, I think it only meet that we repay the favor by dispatching our own forces to Eorzea. If you would have us.
We harbored no expectations of such generous aid, and as there is no telling when the Empire might strike back at you, would it not be wiser to concentrate your resources on the defense of Doma?
I had a mind to pursue a more aggressive defense, to which we will send forth shinobi to provinces far and wide to spread word of our victory, that we might inspire others to take up arms as we did. Even the Empire has its limits. If the Garleans cannot be certain where and when the next rebellion will take place, how can they commit another force to Doma? And besides, so long as this debt remains unpaid, how am I to face myself and Eorzea?
As you wish. I will relay your offer to the Eorzean Alliance.
All of Doma is counting on you to finish what we have started. You have it in you, Lys, to seize the future you want. Never forget.
I won't, Hien. Not your words or anything else. Everything that led us here, that will drive us forward, I'll carry it with me always. And that's a promise.
I will hold you to that. Go with them to Eorzea. Tell their people of our triumph and of our pledge to stand with them.
By your leave, I shall pave the way for our new alliance.
Hurry up, you lot! The ship's about to weigh anchor!
It seems our time is at an end. Go well, my friends, and may we meet again beneath a western sky.
No, yeah, so, they weren't actually doing anything heretical. It's just that the church really wanted to see us, stopped. And so they just falsely accused Tataru and Alphinaud of heresy and arrested them. The Ishgard was and still kind of is very xenophobic. Meanwhile, in the palace, royal palace of Alamigo,
I always knew that woman was unfit for command.
Aye, when you think of all the resources we poured into that hole, and for what?
The beast yet lives. Mayhap it is time I sharpen my claws. I wonder, will you walk into my parlor once more?
For Dolorem Lupus, come at the command of the Lord Viceroy to present the prisoner taken by the Cranier Lupi.
Oh no! Not Kryl.
Xenosier Galvus, I presume. It's true what they say. You do have the eyes of a monster. A ravenous, insatiable fiend.
You, give the butcher your weapon.
Yes, my lord.
My lord, this is...
A reward given in recognition of your service. I trust it will prove more capable than its former owner.
I swear, I'll not disappoint you, my lord.
Good. Now, silence that mewling little piglet. I will not hear another sound pass her lips. Until I strip the fat from her.
Do not murder Kryl, how dare you? How did she get kidnapped? Okay, we're fading out. That could mean she's still alive. If you don't see a body, they're still alive. I can Eorzea at last, ready to pick up where we left off and finish the fight. We're not who we were when we left. We're stronger and wiser. Let's do it. Let's go back to Alamigo and defeat Xenos once and for all. Here we are, home at last. I must say the journey passed more quickly than I had expected. Yeah, there wasn't a dungeon in the middle. Yeah, that would be due to the absence of otherworldly interference. Should be glad we do not speak of that unpleasantness again. But in spite of all that and more, we return better for the experience, and more importantly, triumphant. Indeed, and with Doma freed of Imperial oppression, it's only right that we turn our thoughts to the plight of Alamigo. Well, I'm all for that, obviously, but I think you should go and see the refugees at Revenant's Toll before doing anything else. They'll be thrilled to hear what we've accomplished, and it'd sound best coming from you. Thank you. I shall do as you suggest. See, I'm not too late. Admiral, what are you doing here? The East Aldenard Trading Company informed me of your impending arrival. I have tidings I thought best to share with you in person. From Girabanya? Aye, the Alliance still holds the wall despite several Imperial counterattacks, but we have been unable to press further into occupied territory. Commander Kemp and his men, meanwhile, have made great strides toward rebuilding their depleted ranks. They have even taken upon themselves to attempt some few operations with mixed results. I'm sorry to say. 'Twas a complication arising from one such venture which moved me to seek you out. During a mission to transport wounded resistance fighters to the Rising Stones, Kryl Baldessian was taken as a prisoner. Kryl? Do they know where she's being held? They do not, but your comrades were informed at once. I'm told Thancred is in Girabania looking for her as we speak. How could this have happened? You must seek out Thancred without delay. Nay, Kryl taught me better than that. I should be unwise to act without first acquiring a full understanding of the situation. Thank you for informing us. Tired though we may be, we must make haste to Castrum Oriens. Please excuse us, Admiral, Lady Yugiri. Are we really tired? We just had a nice cruise. Has to have been at least a few weeks. There you are. Have you heard the news? In broad strokes from Admiral Blofuswin, what happened? Kryl and a squadron of resistance fighters were escorting Y'shtola and several other wounded to the Rising Stones for further treatment when they were ambushed by Imperial forces. Ehrenwald and his men fought valiantly, but in the chaos... I'll make no excuses. We failed to protect her. Do not be so hard on yourself. You protected Y'shtola and the others, did you not? Oh, no, they're dead. All of them are dead. It was the skulls. They knew a path across the wall we hadn't found. We thought we were safe once we reached the Black Shroud. We weren't expecting an ambush. During the fighting, I caught a glimpse of the leader's memories. It was all planned. You caught a glimpse of the leader's memories? The advantage of having a walker in the field. A what? Not as strong in the echo. Oh! I hadn't realized that he's okay. Have we seen this guy before? Has this guy been in the story before? Because the fact that he has the echo seems like a big deal. Half the time, it's enough to knock me on my arse, like I've taken a dose of concentrated ether. So you walked in for Dola's memories. What did you see? The woman promised the world education, training, citizenship, all that and more if she but sold her soul. A traitor to her people, a pretender to her masters. It was Xenos himself that gave the order, told her to return with Kryl Baldessian alive. Our agents have been carefully monitoring Imperial communications since the attack, but have yet to intercept any transmissions making reference to Kryl or her current whereabouts. If their orders are to bring Kryl back alive, we can save her if we move quickly enough. As you say, time is of the essence, which is why I intend to slip past enemy lines and see what information I can uncover on my own. In the meantime, it's up to you and your allies to command the Imperials' undivided attention. Lots of shouting and explosions and so forth. Keep them distracted and I will find her. Very well. I wish to do more to aid you, but I understand. Commander Kemp is on his way to the castrum as we speak for a meeting with General Alden. If you hurry, you could find him on the road and discuss the situation beforehand. I think Missy and I are going to see Conrad like he suggested. You all wait here. Brenda's was with Conrad. I know it's rendezvous. This is a pleasant surprise. It fills my heart with joy to see you two hale and healthy. Welcome home, Lise. Missing. I'm sure you've heard about Krile by now. That's why I'm here. I'm not sure what to think about it, but we'll save her. We'll definitely save her somehow. No doubt that you will. You look strong for your time in the Far East, lass, and that's good news for Krile. I'd like to think so. But enough about me. How's everything with you and the Resistance? Better than when you last saw us, no mistake. Ardenwald's been a godsend. Him and Minago and the other youngbloods have achieved so much in such a short time. We've been blessed to receive the support of the Flames Alamigan Brigade, who've been instrumental in freeing some of our countrymen from labor camps throughout Giribania, as well as some political prisoners from the city proper, believe it or not. Together with the refugees returning from Ul'dah and elsewhere, we've had no shortage of able-bodied men and women eager to join the cause. I knew you wouldn't stop fighting even after what happened at the Reach. Force of habit, I suppose. Though we've come a long way, we still have far to go. But we'll fight for every Ilm sooner or later. We'll get to Alamigo. But listen to me prattling on when we should be making haste to Castor Morians. There's no point in telling you everything before you now when you only have to say it again for the Flame General's benefit. Alright, let's go on and tell the others that you're not far off. So with Thancred then? Good. Take heart. If anyone could track her down, it's him. I believe I hear Commander Kemp's party approaching. If you're ready to address Father and the others, let us be about it. There you are. And there's Commander Kemp, I see. I know you're eager to tell us of our next, speak of our next move, but we would first hear more of your last. Tell us your deeds in Doma.
Pray, join me in welcoming our Scion allies, but recently returned from their mission to the Far East. We have been most eager to hear a first-hand account of your time there, eventful as we understand it was.
Very well. Allow me.
Such victories are rarely won without sacrifice, but the prize is worth the price. Doma, free after all these years.
Bloody hells. Flooding their own castle for a better chance at victory. We could learn a thing or two from that lad.
Our agents report a flurry of communications between Garlemald and Alamigo in recent days. 'Tis plain they are in the midst of deliberating their response to the Doman uprising.
Good. Every Imperial unit in occupied territory will be on the lookout for civil unrest. The fear of leaving critical locations undefended will make commanders think twice about committing their forces, giving us a chance to seize the initiative.
We have a chance, aye. Mayhap the last one we're ever going to get. While we've done our best to rebuild the Resistance, the Imperials have only increased their efforts to root out sympathizers. If we keep on playing for smaller prizes, it's only a matter of time before they crush us again. And that we won't come back from.
A swift advance seems best for all concerned, not least poor Mistress Krile.
Then let us waste no more time. The campaign for Alamigan liberation begins now. Our first objective will be to capture Castellum Valadina. Take the bridge, and the whole of the fringes will be ours. From there, we can push east towards the peaks. I name this operation Rulga's Beacon. For as Rulga once sent his star to guide our ancestors to these lands, so too shall it see us home.
The success of this operation is paramount. So long as the Empire holds Castilla and Velodina, the main host cannot advance. Xenos knows this, which is why he's ordered Fordola and her men to see to the bridge's defense. So we'll fight the skulls again. The Butcher is not to be underestimated. She's decisive, ruthless, and feared by foes and friends alike. But we have plans to defeat her. First, we'll send the Alliance force down the main road, signaling our intention to mount an all-out assault. The garrison will muster their forces and prepare for a protracted battle. However, they will soon find that we are ill-prepared for their counterattack. Our men will begin to break its ranks and flee. I see. Show them your backs and give them a target. Too tempting not to pursue. Aye, Fordola is too aggressive not to press the advantage. She'll order her men to give chase. We lure them as far as the east end, where our commanders will rally their forces and attempt to hold their ground. If all goes to plan, we should be able to keep the greater part of the garrison occupied, leaving us to tackle the bridge's remaining defenders. Very clever, I'm sure. But what are we to do if the Imperials smell a rat and return before they've taken the place? You don't need, I don't need you to take Velodina, Commander Kent. All I need for you is to fly your flag from its tower. You mean to trick them into believing the bridge has fallen? Aye. We'll convince them Velodina is lost, hit them hard with our reinforcements, and watch them go running for the hills. Then, when the dust is settled, we regroup at the Castilium. What say you? It's a bold plan, but a good one. We'll do it. In that case, we shall support both the Resistance and Alliance forces. Missing Lise Ehrenwald, I ask that you accompany Commander Kemp. Alice and I will remain here with the Flame General. I don't remember this man, and he's just part of our gang now. We'll return to Rulga's Reach and make our preparations. As soon as they are complete, we will join you in the field. Godspeed. You'd think that they still would totally have abandoned this place. I get that it's an MMO and they can't stop using a hub world, but like, I wouldn't stay here if it had gotten invaded. Before, just a bit of offhand dialogue about other folks seeing the echo and whatnot, and mentioning the other soldiers. One of the other soldiers even has it. Yeah. In case you hadn't noticed, the flag flying above Velodina is bloody massive. It'd take a dozen men to change it. Far too long besides, but that's no need for. There's no need for that, right, Monago? Not so long as I have my griffin and a satchel of glamour prisms. No. Ardenwald, you're in charge of the runners between us and the Alliance. No link pearls. Lise, I want you to look into the squadrons, make sure they've got everything they need. Everybody clear? All forces are to depart for Castilium Corview when ready. That will be all. Missing, stay with me a moment if you would. I have main character things to discuss with you. There's a few men I'd like you to look on personally. Each of them is lost people, and I can tell it weighs in their hearts. There have been a lot of new faces since you were last here. So it's best if I just tell you where to look. One's an officer you'll find at the barber, another's an older fellow who likes to pass the time on the shore of the Starfall. The last is a fiery young lad from Little Alamigo, who I'm told trains by himself at the River of the Fringes. You'll know them when you see them. Come and find me when you're finished. I know you, Sergeant Novice of the Maelstrom. It's an honor to meet you. I was living hand-to-mouth in Ul'dah, but I decided to enlist in the Flames after I heard tales of your daring do, and now, as fate would have it, I've been sent here to join the fight for my homeland's liberation. It's no time to talk. I've got to prepare for the operation. Take care, Sergeant. We'll give those Imperials Warsons what for. I say, isn't the lad who helped me find the ward I misplaced? Oh, but there I go again, treating you as an equal. It wasn't until after you'd gone that one of my comrades pulled me aside and told me it was only the bleeding hero of Eorzea who'd taken his time out of his busy day to help me. Well, what's done is done, but know that I will fight with every ounce of my strength in this coming battle, and the next, mayhap it will serve to repay the favor. Fare you well. Missing, am I right? I doubt you remember me, but I'll never forget you. You saved my life in Little Alamigo, you did. Wilbert and the rest of us had gotten in our heads that if we had enough crystals, we could summon Rhalgr like the Amalja summoned their god. Thankfully, you put a stop to it. Ever heard about what happened to Wilbert? Joined the Braves when they came calling, only to turn up dead one day. Never found out how or why, but I reckon it doesn't matter. Dead's dead, after all. But at least he died doing what he thought was right, and maybe that's the best folks like us can hope for, eh? Not that I'm in a hurry, mind. You've had word with the men I mentioned then? Sure you've noticed they have another thing in common aside from tragedy. You've touched each of their lives in one way or another, but that's not the reason I wanted you to speak with them. A man who's lived in Garabania his whole life, who bore witness to the realities of the occupation for 20 unbroken years. A man who fled Alamigo in search of a new life, who swore to serve another nation only for fate to conspire to send him back here. And a youth born on foreign soil who never knew his parents' homeland, yet nevertheless felt kinship for our cause. 3 men, 3 stories, 3 reasons, yet all belong to the Resistance. In growing larger, we've also grown more diverse, and while there's good in that, there's also potential for strife and discord. It'd take a special sort to lead such men to Alamigo, don't you think? Good thing they got you. I know you're implying it's me. For now, but not forever. And to be frank, I don't always know what to say to the ones who left, not to mention the youths. Nay, the Resistance needs a leader with a wider view, someone who's not lived their whole life in Garabania, who's known death and hardship but not been ground down by them. Aye, as you may have guessed, I've been thinking of asking Lise, but it'll be her decision in the end. I trust I needn't say that this conversation's just between you and me. Good. Right then. We'd best head to Castilium Corvi, or what remains of it, rather. I don't think teleporting's really necessary. Temple of the Fist? There's a dungeon here? I can't fly in this area yet. I need to play in my off time and actually, like, I need to do my class quests, and I need to, get all the flying orbs. Sounds good. I mean, I also need to do the quests. No, stop. What up, Conrad? We'll lead the way while the other units launch their own separate attacks. Remember that we'll need to hold out till Monaga seizes the flag. Got your gear in order? Any moment now. Actually, speaking of gear in order. Shit. Let me go back to Linza. Glamour plate. You know, let's go with classic outfit. I do... Actually, I want to change up this... I want to change this glamour plate a bit so I could actually have the earring and the necklace. But let's go with this for now. I really should make some more outfits. What's this dude wearing? Oh, jacket of fending. I really should do fashion at some point. Anyway. To-do list. Class quests, flying quests, fashion. Those things I need to do while I'm off stream. As much as I enjoyed the Season 2 outfit that Tataru made, I think I want to feel a little bit more fantasy, a little bit less like I'm in a suit. I don't know. Bye. Good luck with that. Are these owlbears? No. They're just bears. Uncle. Lead the way while the other units launch their own separate attacks. Remember, we need to hold out until Monago sees the flag. Got your gear in order any moment now. Let's do the thing.
It's begun then.
Good. It's the waiting that drives me mad. Standing around, knowing what's to come. I'll never get used to it.
Have I heard Monago in a cutscene before?
Calm down, Nargo. You're making her nervous. We've come this far, haven't we? We just need to make it the rest of the way.
Right.
Looks like the bastards went for the bait. The bridge is ours for the taking. Now remember, Monago, I want you to make for the tower as soon as you see an opening and get that flag flying. We'll see to the fighting.
I won't let you down, sir.
Come then. Rolga's star shall burn bright this day.
No, I have Carbuncle already. Yeah, hey, good. We killed him first. Let's do a murder.
Here it comes!
Wrong way. We're going this way. Okay, cool. Am I supposed to be focusing on the cannons? I'm uncertain. There's a part of me that's uncertain if I should go to TwitchCon. It's in Vegas. Last time I went, like, not a lot of people I knew came. And I'm going to Japan. And I'm going to MagicCon. Which is, like, I leave from Japan, a month later I go to MagicCon, a month later I go to TwitchCon. Like, that's a lot of cons. And also a lot more going to Vegas. then I think I might care for, but none of you are leaving here alive. I probably am. Well, I'm happy that my stream is being recommended. Hello, can you please... I don't know if I go Super Saiyan. Oh, she's doing the Exy thingy-ma-do that what's-his-face used in that one boss fight. Okay, those aren't enemies. Green. I really need to do my class quests. I'm assuming at some point, I think I'm near the point where I actually can summon actual ass primals. Oh.
Meet my new friend.
Okay, for a second, she said meet my new friend, and my carbuncle summon animation popped up, and for a second I'm like, oh shit, you got carbuncles? Now I'm scared of you.
I'll cut you to pieces.
I'm good. Everything is fine. Everything is daijobu. Got him.
God damn you! No more running! No more hiding! Let's finish this! Look! The flag!
The bridge is ours! Al amigo! Al amigo! Al amigo!
cast disguise self on the flag.
Stand your ground! It's not over yet! Damn it!
Smoke bomb.
Let them go, Lise. We've done what we came here to do. That's enough for now.
I love how the Ishgardian guys look clearly different than all the rest of the Alliance. It's like everyone's in relatively uniform outfits, and then there's just people in medieval armor.
Villadina is fallen? Impossible.
We have them on the run! Forward! No mercy!
Regroup! Regroup! We have to regroup! All units, fall back!
No, I know it's their grand company. It's just like, it's just so funny that they're not...
Commander, the 4th cohort has been routed. We'll be at the mercy of the enemy's reinforcements if we don't fall back now.
Idiot! We have the stronger force by far. Don't be taken in by their tricks. Or would you rather tell Xenos you lost to this rabble?
No, you're the one who's gonna tell them because you're the commander.
No! But if the snakes betray us in the confusion, we'll have no way out. I'm begging you, Commander. Give the order, or we'll all die here.
As common traitors who drank of muddied waters. For all the good it did us. Skulls with me! The day is theirs, and so is this bastard bridge. Someone bring the snake.
I suppose. It's our first victory, isn't it? And that has to be worth something.
Don't we have to still go in and fight, take over the actual castrum? Like, there's still Imperials inside the Castilium, right? We have to go in and take it over. Why don't they just come out and kick their asses? Shame Fordola got away, but we did what we came here to do. I have to remind myself it's just the first step, but it's a big one. We're gonna take back all of it, one ilm at a time if we have to. There's still a chance that some of the Imperials are holed up inside the Castilium. We'll need to search top to bottom and be sure it's safe. In the meantime, I want you to rendezvous with the main host. Keep your weapons ready. There's still a chance that you might come face to face with the soldiers en route. On second thought, it might be prudent for you to do a preemptive sweep of the region for soldiers that have gone to ground. We shouldn't afford them any of the time to regroup and launch a counterattack. Better than you've judged your work done, report to General Alden in Bittermill. Is the Castilium a dungeon? It is not a dungeon. So never mind. Crab battle. Oh, it's not a crab, it's a beetle. Would catnip work on a Mikote, or would it like half work with giant enemy beetle? I don't know. What is like? Why does catnip make cats go crazy? Large tree man. Up. Oh, you are dying today. Nice. There we go. Well met. All's well at the bridge? Good, good. Fighting's died down here, too, as you can see. Pippin left but a moment ago with a contingent of troops to occupy Velodina. If and when the Imperials return, they'll find us dug in behind their own walls. I could not have hoped for a better outcome, General. Splendidly done. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. It'll take more than one Castilium to turn the tide. My men and I will deal with the remaining enemy forces. Scions, I bid you return to Commander Kemp and his men. Delight not overmuch in victory, not when there are battles left to fight. Our work here is finished. Our resistance allies are waiting. I had a person trade me catnip in RP. Basically, I had a drug addiction to it. Are you on Balmung normally, Nev? This is on Primal. Back so soon? I suppose the general and his men had matters well in hand. The vice marshal and his men showed up not long after you left. If the gods are good, there'll be no one left to fight. Why are you giving me Doma and shit? We're not a Doma anymore. I know you're not one for waiting, but if you'll bear with us. I don't want to do that. Master Tarpin did a thing. So it's finally over. Pray extend to him my deepest thanks. It's official then. Castilium Veludina is well and truly ours. Mayhap this calls for... Wait, where's Minago? She took her bird and flew off towards the Peering Stones, the village of the M tribe where she was born. I doubt that Imperials who fled Veludina had a mind to give them trouble on their way back east, but she was nevertheless worried, so I gave her leave to go and see that our people were safe. Though I pray that you are right, 'twould be best if Minago were not alone if she should encounter the enemy. Agreed. Let's all go to the Peering Stones and make sure that everything's alright. That's your wish, I've no objection. Just let the guard know when you wish to cross. Do you wish to pass? Yeet. I know that when they're surprised, they go, oh. Why is this an exclamation point? Oh, it's just... I have to go through here and then go to here. Okay, that's... Okay. It's weird because the icon seems so much different than the other icons. I don't know how to describe it, but the style's different. Path to the village through a tunnel to the east of here. Follow me. May not have seen the Imperial forces thus far, but we mustn't forget that this is occupied territory until very recently. They could still be nearby. Not just Seekers of the Sun, but Enada? Mayhap there's a settlement nearby. What? Yes, there's a settlement nearby. I don't know what you're talking about, Alphino, but we're aware there's a settlement here. We were told that.
Ah, you've come. Welcome, friends, to my village. My home.
How fare your people?
Good, all things considered. Better than the Ananta at any rate. They've sent an emissary. I'll take you to her.
Who are the Ananta? Am I supposed to know this? Did we talk to them already? And it's just been so long. Are they the snake people? Are the Ananta the snake people?
We're here to help. Will you tell us what happened?
Aye. It began with a quarrel between the Imperials and the Kaliana. The Kaliana are another Ananta tribe. The strongest and the most influential. Unlike the Vera, they want no part of our troubles. They swore fealty to the Empire, and were content to remain within their borders.
Just so. The Kaliana forsook their pride in the fight and yielded to Garlemald long ago. But then a new commander was sent to hold the Black Bridge. She demanded the Kaliana surrender a hostage, this butcher.
Fordola. It doesn't make sense, though. The Vera are the ones working with the Resistance. Why would she threaten the Kaliana?
Because she is ignorant like all Imperials. She knows not the difference between Kaliana and Vera, nor does she care to learn.
I see. All Fordola knew for sure was that the Resistance would come from the west. She reasoned, therefore, that if the Ananta on the east bank turned their coats, she would be trapped. I take it the Kaliana had no choice but to oblige her.
No, they did not. The Imperials left with the Kaliana broodmother's own daughter, Anamika. Long days and nights she looked out on the Black Bridge weeping for her child. Until you came. The broodmother knew at once which way the winds would blow. She and her warriors met with the fleeing Imperials in the road and demanded that her daughter be returned.
Bad idea. Fordola's not the kind to take threats lying down.
You know her well. The butcher turned her blade to Anamika and bade the Kaliana move aside. But the broodmother would not yield.
I know where this is going.
The Kaliana surrounded the Imperials, one of whom, whether out of fear or stupidity, cut the child down. There was naught that could be done.
What madness.
The true madness was yet to come. For in her despair, the Kaliana broodmother cried out for her daughter to be restored to life. She beseeched Sri Lakshmi's intercession.
Oh, Primal. We haven't fought one of those in a while.
She summoned a Primal then and there?
That she did, if only for an instant. Bereft of courage and honor, the broodmother sought solace in her faith. The Imperials fled in terror at the sight of the goddess, abandoning these lands to the Ananta. Now the Kaliana bid us make pilgrimage to pay proper respects. Yet though we Vera revere Sri Lakshmi as the holiest of the holy, we will not prostrate ourselves before her.
And so you turn to us.
Aye. All who have fought with the Resistance have heard tell of the warrior, the Icon Slayer.
I believe we have heard enough. Inconvenient though the timing may be, if a primal has indeed been summoned, we can scarce afford to ignore it. We must needs discuss how best to resolve this situation.
Instead of blessing or prayer, as that's what bishops do instead of prayer in Final Fantasy A2. Neat. I have not played A2. I played a bit of it, but I never beat it. I should play that sometime. At the risk of sounding hopelessly naive, it may yet be a way to avoid a violent confrontation. In the past, I fear I have been rather too willing to accept that we have no other recourse than to risk our lives, or rather, your life, to address these threats. Yet the primals we have faced thus far have demonstrated a variety of temperaments and objectives. Ravana may delight in battle, but Rama would sooner keep to the forest with his children. Ere we decide to challenge Sri Lakshmi, it would seem that we learn more of her nature from those who summoned her unto this world. If that is your will, so be it. The north will find you out of the village. Sarisha shall unfold all. We shall leave at once. Minako, can you inform us of our comrades at the bridge of what happened? Of course. Be safe, my friends. Okay. Make a fine rug, that one. Okay. It's all the way out there. I think this might be a good place to end things. For now. Thank you guys for hanging out. Let's see who is live. Let's just look up Final Fantasy XIV. And see who be streaming it. I think I appreciate anybody with a Moogle as their avatar. So we'll probably go raid Mog Talk. Okay. So that sounds good. I will probably not be live tomorrow or Friday because Comic-Con. I'm gonna be playing a whole bunch of Magic at Comic-Con. Saturday, Sunday, maybe. Depends on how early I wake up. I have unfortunately been sleeping in more often lately, as opposed to before where I was like going to sleep immediately after work and waking up at like 3 a.m., which I actually kind of liked. If you're on YouTube, we're gonna raid twitch.tv/mogtalk. Our raid message is you have found the missing persons. Thank you all for chilling with me, and I will see you next time.